Welcome to the SkeinWitch YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Alicia, or Allie for short. If you like crochet, knitting, and all things crafty, definitely subscribe to my channel and follow me, my pretty. Welcome to podcast number 6. This is the first podcast of 2022 that I am doing. So Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy days. How are we all doing? How was the holidays? I hope that we're all okay. I realized that I never actually introduce myself at all, and I have had a bunch of new subscribers, so welcome all of you who are new here. I appreciate each and every one of you. So my name is Alicia, Allie for short. I live on Long Island in New York. I live in Suffolk County, so there's Nassau County and then there's Suffolk County, so Suffolk is closer to the water, I guess you could say. I'm a hairdresser during the day. I love everything crafty. I'm a Pisces, so I think that kind of contributes to the fact that I like to do a bunch of different kind of craft things. I've always been that way since I was a kid. I like to stay home and crochet or knit or work on projects. That's pretty much what I do. And then when I'm not home, I'm at work doing hair, which is crafty, or creative, not crafty. I hope that wasn't too chaotic. But anyways, I have my little cup here, and in my cup I have this Christmas in Paris from Stash. I got this mug here from Amazon, and it is cute little Sally. This has cocoa shells, peppermint, lavender, natural chocolate flavor, and vanilla extract, and then I put a tiny, a little drop. I know this is against the rules. I put a little drop of mocha. I forget what kind of, it's a mocha creamer, but literally just a little drop just to give it a little flair, you know? Okay, so I'm gonna do things a little bit different to how I've been doing podcasts. I'm switching up the order a little bit, and we'll kind of see how that goes. All right, so first things first, we're gonna talk about FOs, or my finished objects. Well, finished object. I finished my vanilla sock on magic loop, or this is the vanilla sock on magic loop, and that is by Kay Litton, I believe is her last name, or she is also known as the Crazy Sock Lady here on YouTube. This is my first time making socks, and it was really fun. I mean, it wasn't fun when I first started, but then when I got to the second one, it was really fun. So sorry, I have my notes again down here. I used Crazy Alien Plant Lady, and that is from Blue Barn Fibers. I made her size medium, which is great because that's the size that she makes when she does the tutorial on her YouTube channel, which is a cast on of 64. I used, instead of using a 2.25 millimeter, I used a 2.75 millimeter. And I think I just did that because at the time I didn't have a 2.25. I obviously made them shorter. And the reason I made them shorter is because I had to frog this a total of 8 times. So I got so sick and tired of getting to the heel and then having to frog because I kept messing it up. So I decided, you know what? Screw it, I'm gonna make them short socks, which I tend to wear more often anyways, so it worked out nicely. It really helped. I ended up buying the pattern off of her, I think it was her Etsy, and then just following along with the tutorial, and I kind of went back and forth like that, so that way it helped me read the pattern a little bit, because as a crocheter, I do like to read patterns, so I figure I want to be the same way when it comes to knitting. Everyone, be really nice to me. I casted this on November 29th is when I casted them on. Or what, my first sock. I don't remember which one was the first sock. But I casted the first sock on November 29th. Again, like I said, I had to frog it 8 times. And then I finally actually finished the first sock on January 7th. And then the second sock I finished on the 13th. So I was really concerned because I don't like making patterns. I don't like redoing patterns. So I was concerned that the second sock wasn't going to happen. but I made sure to cast it right on, and it happened. Sorry, someone was at the front door. And now Rico is going to be walking around in the background, so I apologize for the pitter-patter. But yeah, I think socks are definitely something that I can keep remaking, because I thought they were really fun once I got the hang of it. So yeah. So this is also fingering weight yarn, by the way. Alright, let's hop right into whips, or work in progress. For crochet, I am only working on one project, and this is going to take me forever because I know myself, and I think I said that in my last podcast. So I am working on these little granny squares, and it is for the Battenberg blanket. I believe I got that pattern off of Ravelry. Yeah. And this is yarn from the Spinning Spider advent calendar, and I have a bunch of it. I have a whole pot full. So I am going to be making these little granny squares, and then obviously attaching them into an entire blanket. I think since the last time I saw you guys, I think I only made probably one more. Or I could be wrong. I haven't really picked this one up. So, yeah. It'll get there. It'll get there. That's my, like, I have a love-hate relationship with granny squares. Like, I tend to make a bunch of them, and then I'll lose motivation to make any more. But I'm hoping that if I kind of, you know, space it in between, I will eventually just make up all the squares. And thankfully, all the yarn is different colors, more or less. So I do have a bunch of pretty colors to pick from. I'm kind of over the red and green for Christmas, so I might move on to this blue one, you know, and just start making a bunch of little granny squares out of the blue. So that way it keeps it fresh and new. So yeah, that's my only crochet project that's going on right now. I do have 2 knitting projects. I have to switch out my project bags. I still have this Mace of Skeins bag from Christmas that I still didn't take the tag off of. Don't mind me. This is the next whip that I am working on. If this yarn looks familiar, and if you've watched my other podcast, it is familiar because it's the same yarn. So I made the Easy Breezy Super Chunky Beanie, and that was by something Turtle here on YouTube. I'll link it down below. I made a bunch of those hats. It's a crochet pattern, and I made a bunch of those hats for Christmas, and I made one for one of my favorite clients who I love very dearly, and she ended up bringing the hat back and saying that it was a little too big and asked if I could you know, make it smaller. My problem is I hate repeating patterns. I think I hate repeating patterns with the same color. I think that's my problem. Like, I need a new color and then it feels like a different project. But when I have to do the same project with the same color, then I have an issue. Let me know down below if you are the same way. I kind of had it just sitting on my desk, and I was like, you know, I really do need to frog this thing and do something with it. So I was like, you know what? I have been on a really big knitting kick lately. Maybe I should just knit her a hat instead of crocheting it, which is where I'm at now. This is kind of coming off very orangey on camera, but it's actually, I guess my reds are coming off orangey. This is a fire truck engine red. This pattern here, it's a very simple pattern. It's a free pattern on Lion Brand's website. This is called Gilmore. I don't know what the second word is, so I'll have it come down here. Again, it's off the Lion Brand website, and it is a free pattern. So that is currently what I'm working on. And this yarn here is Loops and Thread Eco Bright yarn in the color red, but I held it triple. So this, they say on the packaging that this yarn is a bulky 5, which, where? Where is that a bulky 5? Where? It's not. It's not a bulky 5 at all. I think holding it 3 strands probably makes it a little bit more of a bulky. So So yeah, so I mean, I started the hat, then I messed up somewhere, and then I frogged it, and then I restarted it over the weekend. And today is Wednesday, so I have some progress on it. I've noticed that I don't really like knitting with these big needles. It kind of hurts my hands for some reason. Like, I feel like the smaller needles, I am a little less tight, but with the big needles, I'm very tense. I don't know why. I don't know how that makes sense. But yeah, so that's my current whip that I am doing. So I need to finish that pronto because I do want to give my client her hat before spring, you know, so she can wear it actually in the winter. On to my final whip, which is my favorite whip that I've been in love with. And that is this right here. And this is the Festival Sweater by Petite Knit. The yarn I am using is Mace of Skeins in her Spade DK base, and it is Winter Pine and Snow. So the white is Snow, and this beautiful green is Winter Pine. So this is what I've been working on. I started this around the 16th of January. Then I had to stop and wait a little bit because I didn't have the right length cable. Now I have to switch the cable again. But I do have the cable. I just haven't switched it over yet. So yeah, so I've been working on this for a little while. And actually I forget if I had to frog this. I had to frog the neck once, but I don't know if that was before the 16th. I don't know, I don't remember. The neck kind of gave me an issue when I was first making it. I made it like, I don't know if I made it way too tight or I forget what I did, but I had to redo it. But this is really fun. It's going super quick. I love the bobbles. The bobbles are like my favorite part. There's one spot that I messed up, and I don't know where it is. Oh, here. See, for some reason I did that one. Sorry, my camera's not focusing. See, I did this stitch over the white. I don't know how I did that. And then I meant to fix it, and then I forgot all about it. So hopefully that doesn't bother me, because I wouldn't want to frog all of that just for that, you know? But I'm that kind of person. Like, when one thing bothers me, I have to frog the entire thing, and I hate that about myself. But I also kind of like it because then I do it over and I kind of learn that way. But I don't know. And this is the green here, Winter Pine. This is one skein of Winter Pine. Just one. So I have this little bit left and then I'm on to my new skein. I didn't switch colors. I forget what it's called. I didn't alternate skeins. There you go. But I hope that's not a problem. I think this was all dyed in the same batch, so I hope it's fine. But I guess we'll see when I start knitting with the next skein. So yeah, that's my final whip for now. That's my final whip for now. So let's hop into new yarn. I don't have a lot of new yarn to talk about right now. I actually just got a Hobby order in right as I was recording this, so I'm probably going to do a hobby haul for next week. But I did get some new yarn, which is this yarn here. This is Yarnspirations Hori Socks FX, and I got this from Michael's. Let's see. It has 166 yards, it's 75 wool, 25 nylon, made in Turkey, 50 grams. And I got these, I got two of them. And the reason why I got these is because I am going to be making my dad some new golf club head covers, I think it's called. He asked me to make him some. It's very random, but he gave me this little guy here, which was his old cover. which I'm thinking about trying to salvage. But as you can see, it has this like little mesh thing here, and the mesh was then destroyed. And I guess apparently this helps the clubs not bang into each other. So this one must have been like rubbing against something and it pulled out all this meshy area. But yeah, it looks like it's just kind of knit. It's a tube, you know? I kind of wish I had one of those like little addies, like the baby ones, because that would be super quick. But yeah, so I'm gonna make him, I have to make him 3, but I'll probably make him 4 just in case. I don't know why I got a wool and nylon blend. I should have gotten cotton, but I didn't think about it. And I just saw these colors and like, I don't know, they're very dad colors, you know? They're the same skein, but they just look a little different. I guess they're just different dye lots. Oh, and this is the color Clover Colors. This does feel like it's wool, so I don't know. I guess it's lasted him a while, but yeah. So that's why I have this new yarn, and that's all the yarn that I have to talk about today. I think I'm gonna take out like the new yarn stash section because I like to do like the haul videos. So I rather just do that there, and then that way this video isn't super long. Let's hop into, I think I keep saying that. That's like my only transition words is let's hop into. Let's move right along to Not So Yarny Related. Yeah, Not So Yarny Related is a section of the podcast that I just like to talk about things that aren't yarny related. I decided that I'm going to be keeping a craft journal or a project journal. So I have this journal here that I got from, oh, I can't think of their names. The Gaming something. Ooh, I'm sorry. I forgot their names. I will put their name up here. I got this from their winter mystery box, and it's this cool like reindeer looking monster kind of thing, and I love it. Currently I have January made here. So I'm just gonna kind of take pictures of what I made, how long it took me. You know, as of right now, I will have my socks in here. I just haven't gotten around to printing the picture. I think I might wait until I finish another project so I can kind of print like 4 pictures in one, you know? I saw this on the Crazy Sock Ladies podcast. She talked about it a little bit, that she has a craft journal. I've been thinking about doing a craft journal for a while. I just didn't know it was a thing. So yeah, what else? What else do I have to talk to you guys about? I think that's really it. Oh, wait, look at my little sheep. Isn't this thing so cute? I got this from a shop that is down the road from my job. I guess it's a handmade sheep, but it comes from Nepal. And I thought he was so cute, and I wanted to put him on my shelf, but he's too big. Oh, I'm so sad, but he is really cute. Oh, and then I also have this little guy here. And this little guy is from one of my clients. I cut her hair once, and she owns a Etsy shop called Thistle Stitch. I think I pronounced that wrong. Again, I'll link her. She makes these handmade bears, and they are so soft and so cute. And I am going to be sending this little guy to my nephew. If you follow me on Instagram, and if you don't follow me, on Instagram, I talked about doing kind of like a Flat Stanley project with this little guy. And if you don't know what Flat Stanley is, it was a project that I had to do in elementary school where you kind of had this little Stanley cut out, a little guy cut out, and then you like colored him in, and then you could pick to send them to any of your relatives. So I decided at the time to send it to my sister, and my sister was in college. So she took Flat Stanley all around Brooklyn and Manhattan and took these really cool like Polaroid pictures. And when I got them back, I thought it was like the coolest thing ever because, I don't know, my Flat Stanley went all over New York City. So it was really, really cool. So, let me catch a breath. This is Stanley the bear. And I have a few pictures with Stanley of us just hanging out. And once I get that all into a little collage, I'm gonna send it to my nephew, who currently lives now in Queens. So, Queens, New York, by the way. That's all I got for today. Again, I'm trying to make my podcasts a little bit shorter because they do tend to be a little long. I do like to talk about yarn and crafting and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna kind of end this here. Again, thank you everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I really, really appreciate you guys so much. Talking about that really quick, I said in my last video that once I hit 100 subscribers, I was gonna do a mini giveaway. I am currently waiting for the yarn to come in, so I will do it, I promise. I am just waiting for the yarn, and the yarn is worth it. It's worth the wait. So, if you're interested in being in a giveaway, definitely subscribe, make sure you like this video, all that jazz. Hopefully by the next video I will have more details about it. So as soon as I get that yarn, I'll make the video and we will have a giveaway. So again, thank you guys so much. Like I said, I really appreciate all of you. It's very, very cool to think that there are 100 other people that want to hang out with me and talk yarn. So yeah, I'll see you all on the next video. Bye!